I gotta crack this one open. There's a big conversation going on about this NFL thing. Do you think that Jay did Jermaine Dupri dirty with this situation that's been described multiple times? I just seen Funkmaster Flex talk to JD and confirm that that's what happened. I'm sure you feel some type of way about this.
I mean, everybody knows Jay ain't shit. Like that, everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but does that surprise you at all? Because that seems particularly shady.
Listen, if you ask anyone in the industry, it's a common knowledge that Jay ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Define ain't shit for our audience.
He's about the bag. You
Right.
know, we all know that. It's about he's self-preserving, period. Like, you know, it's just that the people he does it to don't have like Beyonce next to him. They don't have that kind of a power. But, you know, this dude here, everyone's looking. So I just think he kind of like, you know, like he used to do that shit. Like he's like, it's not even like a secret. You know, he do that shit to me with girls. Like, you know, he'll be like, you know, I'll be talking to a chick and I'll be like, yo, she asked me to do this, that, and the third. And he'd be like, I wouldn't do it. And then the next day he's wifed her. And I'd be like, oh, that's some funny shit.
Right.
You know what you're dealing with when you deal with Jay. You know, Jermaine Dupri, I feel like, you know, again, for me to talk, it's hard because I can't completely be objective, but it's the news of today. But I just think if you look under the hood, all the answers will reveal themselves. There's always been a pattern with that dude. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's just everyone always forgives him.
Yeah.
You know, he's like Trump in that way. So he could do anything, say anything, and you know, look at it. And everyone goes with, I guess, they just go with the popular sometimes, you know. But again, it always reveals itself in some way.
I mean, having a lot of legendary musicals absolve you from a lot of sins. We see that with Kanye in the sense that if Kanye wasn't the legendary musician that he is, he would have been out of here a long ass time ago for some of the shit that he said. There's nobody else in the culture that could really get away with what he said.
Kanye's about that work.
Right.
So, you know, you can't discredit how much work Kanye did in fashion. You can't discredit that. That's not an easy thing to do.
That as well. Like, I mean, you could kind of throw that under the umbrella
what you
of
have
his
to understand
overall
is
art.
fashion is a completely different kind of respect because there's a discipline that comes with it. And it's where the elite are. So as long as you're in fashion, you're around the all elite all over the world. And, you know, the respect comes from you have to lose a lot to gain. Building a brand is not easy. So what he's done in fashion is almost way bigger than what he's done in music. And just because people in music don't understand that doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, the thing about it is Kanye's the kind of guy, like with me, he's my friend. And he's the kind of guy that does shit where I could be mad at him, and then he does some shit I can't be mad at him. You know what I mean? That's just Kanye. But at the end of the day, Kanye ain't going nowhere. You know, because regardless, he says things, but he got that work. You know, he giving you consistent work, whether it's music or whether it's, you know, public problems, which are interesting, whether they're, you know, crazy or not, or whether it's, you know, fashion, sneakers. You know, and then he's a part of a circle of more famous people that know how to keep famous. Like, that's always the thing. If famous people stay together, you're never not going to be famous. And there's a family of famous people, and they all work together.
Right.
So no matter what they do, there's always going to be they can leverage celebrity at all times. So there's nothing wrong with that. But he gives that work.
Right.
You know, I don't have to agree with everything he does. But what I can say, he's fearless. And, you know, he might not look out for his friends the way his friends want him to look out. But at the end of the day, he does look out.
Right. Do you think that...
But he's the only one.
Yeah, do you think
Kanye's the only one?
Is he setting the stage for him to not? You know, it kind of happens with everybody over time that maybe their music becomes less and less relevant. But with him setting the stage with Yeezy and everything,
Kanye's
you think that he's going to be able to carry through that trajectory?
Kanye's not music no more, bro. He's fucking 40-something years old. Music is for the young.
But his music's still huge.
He's the Rolling Stones. What I'm saying is, to be that age and be that consistently relevant in music is a very big deal. You can't like say he hasn't been around the last 20 years.
No, yeah.
But he also gives a lot of other things. So it's not just music, and that's not, if he doesn't make another record, he's going to be all right. All you got to do is make sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Or make movies. Or he's just a creative guy. He's an anomaly. Like Kanye doesn't exist. There's only one Kanye. You understand? Period.
It's easy for people to forget the extent to which Kanye was laughed at when he said that he was going to do what he's basically done with the clothing side of things. There was so many years of him bitching about Louis Vuitton not wanting to work with him, rah, rah, rah. All that stuff seemed like some pie in the sky ass ideas. And now you look at what he's accomplished. It's like he did everything.
Listen to me. When Louis Vuitton gave him that sneaker, that's when I gave him props. Because Louis Vuitton did not at that time work with black people at all. Like, they're French. LVMH is tough, bro. They just had to bend to our culture because, you know, luxury fucking activewear and streetwear, which I feel I'm the fucking pioneer of, it's where everybody's going. There's no choice right now. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? But to back then, because I was doing it, I did it. I did a fashion line. Rachel Roy is a business that I own, $100 million business no one says shit about, because they just don't understand how hard fashion is and the discipline that comes with fashion. You understand what I'm saying? So Kanye is just, it's like me. I understand how people don't appreciate everything he does because they're not savvy in every business. So if you really knew movies, you would say, damn, Dame is ill. He directs. There's people that are just famous for directing. That's just like an ad, that's just one of the things. That's nothing Dame direct. Dame produces. He paid for it. Dame would get on the stage, behind the camera. That's not normal shit. You understand? But because you don't understand that industry doesn't mean it's not huge in that industry. Kanye's huge in fashion because of fashion. You think the people that know about Kanye listen to his music? All the 100% of his fan base is listening to his music?
I mean, but his fan base is so big that everybody knows some Kanye shit, even if it is they have a handful of songs.
There's a lot of people that know more about his headlines than his music.
These days, for sure, yeah. There's a lot of that,
period.
Too. Yeah.
That's the world we live in today, where it's not about what you do, it's about how famous you are for what you do.
Right.
Like half of the people, like a lot of the times, like I'm on the gram, I can see shit. I know more about my experience with them on the gram before I know people more by how they act on the gram before I hear their music. I judge them as a person now before I hear their music. Before you heard the music, then you go, oh, that's how you act. Now you get to actually see the person's all this other shit. You ain't got to know them or nothing, and you don't never have to hear their music. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody that hears about a Chris Brown problem, you think they listen to Chris Brown music? Not everybody.
But the reason why they even care about his issues is because the music is so popular.
You think everyone that cares about Kim Kardashian watches their show?
No. But that's how big she is that you don't even have to be a fan of anything that she does to know who she is.
That's how big Kanye is. You don't have to hear his music to be hearing Kanye's name every day. That's what I'm saying. I'm not judging it. I'm saying you can't. First of all, I don't care what anybody says. I'm in music. Music is initially a young man's sport. It's about what's going on in the younger generation. I remember being the young guy and laughing at that 35-year-old. And like, mind your business, you're the old man. And at 35, I'm 49 now. So original to me, like I want to know what the kids or who the people on the concrete, it's really not such an older person's sport. At a certain age, you're maintaining a brand. And you're evolving your brand. Like, think about the rappers. Think about what rapper you know today that's hugely famous, that's not married to a famous woman. Or is not a movie star.
So, like, we can't count Nas? He's not hugely famous enough?
I wouldn't say they talking about him every day like that. I think Nas does a lot. And I love what Nas does. He's a cool dude. To me, like, I think he's eloquently been the quintessential hip-hop legend.
But if Nas really wanted to be that person...
Answer my question.
What was it? I'm trying to think of like huge stars who aren't
married
in
to
a high-profile relationship. I don't know. I mean, that's what people want to see from you eventually.
That wasn't my question.
I don't know.
The question was name one. Exactly. You can't. So that tells you it's not about the music, bro.
Right. There you go. Well, what about like a Dr. Dre? You got a regular girlfriend or a regular wife?
They don't talk about Dre every day.
But who the hell do they talk about every day from the older generation? It's a very small handful of people who can survive through to that time.
No, they have to be in a relationship.
That's interesting. Yeah, Love and Hip Hop rules all, that mentality, huh?
It's bigger than Love and Hip Hop, bro.
That's just a manifestation of what people want.
I mean, it depends on what channel you're watching.
I'm going to be honest with you. I watched like 2 episodes of Love and Hip Hop in my life.
You did 2 more than me.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, but so in a broader context, we're talking about the JD side of things and everything. How you feel about Jay partnering with the NFL? Is this consistent with what you were saying before?
I don't feel nothing, bro. I'm not getting that. Bottom line is, I don't even know what the deal is, bro. It sounds like he took a job, and they made an announcement and it backfired. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what the deal is. Like, it's the NFL putting out. What's the deal?
The deal is just that he's working with the NFL.
What is that? Be very specific. What is the deal?
I mean, he's partnering with the NFL to help co-produce it or whatever.
See, you're doing this.
Yeah.
What is the deal?
I don't know. It's optics that we don't know.
So why are we talking about shit we don't know?
Right. Well, it seems like everybody's talking about it.
But it's, again, that's the facade. We don't even know what the deal is, and everybody's talking about it.
Well, we don't know what the deal might turn into, but it's safe for us to assume that we want to guess what it's going to be, right?
When you make an announcement about a deal, there's specifics about it. Give me some specifics. This is a very vague announcement. that everyone's talking about. I don't do that.
But maybe that's because they realized there was going to be so much blowback.
Again, if I don't know the deal,
they wanted to be vague to start, perhaps.
Again, listen to me. You're getting off the point. You're veering. This is the point. I don't know the deal. So why am I talking about something I know nothing of? And why is everybody else talking? Why was there an announcement about a deal nobody knows? This is the deal. We made a deal. That's not real, bro. That's a cartoon.
Right.
We got to get real with, this distractions and shit. I don't feel no way. Jay plays like Jay. That's what he does. We're used to it. He just did it at a bigger level. Who cares? I think, it is what it is. If y'all choose to believe, that's on y'all. I don't care about a deal. Like I said, if I'm gonna hear about a deal because I'm a businessman, my boss thoughts are, what's the deal? And what could the deal be? So I'm like, what is he like producing the Super Bowl? Is he DJing? Like, what is it? Are they making albums? Are they becoming a record company? Like, what the fuck is the deal?
But I mean, the whole conversation
is
about
what is the deal?
Potential disloyalty to Kaepernick.
You're talking at a different vibration.
Right.
Business, because that's all I care about. What's the deal?
That's all you care about?
In this moment, and I know what Jay does, so I'm not surprised. Like, it's not hard to close a deal when you walk in the room with Beyonce. You could close a deal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she's the biggest firepower in that moment. It's easy. The celebrity trumps everything.
Right.
But the thing is, y'all never scrutinize the details. Because if the deal is he's producing a TV show or whatever the fuck he's producing for him, that sounds like a job. But I don't really care. But to me, if I got $1 billion, I ain't taking the job. I'm coming in, I'm going to buy a team, and I'm going to be flossing. I ain't got to have I'm going to come in, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. That's what I'm going to do. So my point is, everybody's talking about a deal that they don't know what it is. I'm not saying the betrayal is we all know that. Y'all just mad he betrayed him. Why y'all not mad he betrayed everybody else? How many betrayals we talked about with Jay? This ain't the first one, but this the first one we talking about because the only one affected us. So for me, I'm like, big deal. He fucks everybody over. Jermaine Dupri's stupid for listening to him. That's what I think. We all know Jay. So once he does what he did, how he did Rockefeller, why do you think he'd do anything else? That's Jay. Those principles don't mean anything. Jay runs with the bag, period. That's it. All right, cool. So if you fuck with that man, that's on you.
When people frame...
What's the deal?
I don't know.
All right, so now we're establishing that we don't know what the deal is. Let's not talk about it.
Okay.
We could talk about the betrayal, but he didn't betray me today. But, of course, I'm not going to be a wet wounded duck and be like, oh, this nigga, he played Rockefeller, he played Biggs, he played everybody. No, we all know he did that. Y'all just wasn't saying shit about it.
But when people frame that the Rockefeller split up as just him doing what he had to do for his business, do you feel offended by that he was just acting in his own self-interest at that time?
Hell yeah, I'm fucking offended by it. What do you mean? Everybody knows that. Right. Of course, he shitted on us.
But you fired people in your day, or you've split off with people that you were working with?
No, not split up.
You fired people.
No, listen, I'm not doing this. We all know what Jay did and how he did it. There is no more Rockefeller. Rockefeller was rolling before Jay decided to say, I don't want Biggs and Jane down with it.
Right.
There was Kanye, there was Dipset, there was fucking we were rolling. Is there a Rockefeller now?
No.
Who benefited from this?
Him.
Okay, so then you say it.
Yeah.
You understand? But don't make me that guy.
Right.
I'm doing other things. This is 20 years ago, bro. Like, I got over that shit. I was tight. And because, again, we're morally different. So he went that way, the way where, he does things this way. And all his friends end up working for him. And I go this way where the people I love end up being my partners. And I fight for the culture. I don't care what he doing. I don't care what he doing. I promise you, bro. His names don't come up other than every time somebody sends something to me and be like, damn. I'd be like, all right. Well, I don't care, bro. I don't make no money from that. But what I am mad about is I haven't seen a reasonable doubt royalty in like 10 fucking years. I can say that. And I want to know where my money is. And all these deals that's getting done with reasonable doubt, I didn't approve them. So whoever's distributing them, I didn't approve none of that shit. See, what happened was about 10 years ago, I was like, yo, where's our reasonable doubt royalty? So I looked at a bank account and I found like 400 racks. So I was like, yo, Biggs, I found some money. And he was like, well, I ain't touching it. Well, I need it. So I went and snatched all of it. Like, maybe 200 grand over, but I considered it a loan against, and I was mad because nobody told me. You know what I'm saying? But like, I guess they figured because of that, they ain't got to ever pay me. It's just not enough for me to go chase right now, but I do want my reasonable doubt bread. I do want that.
So he owns that entirely at this point?
No, come on, you sound crazy. I own it.
Right.
And Jay owns it. And I'm not sure about that other piece.
Okay.
But I know I ain't got no money from it. And I didn't approve nobody distributing it. And I don't know what the fuck that is.
You still close with Biggs?
Nah.
No.
Nah. Last time I saw Biggs, he ran out.
Ran out.
Broke my heart. I
Like
don't know
left
what
the
fuck
room?
happened. Like left, ran the fuck out. Like wouldn't speak to me. Rocky was so like, yo, you got to go say something to him because we was in a very close environment, and we got a friend in common. So I was like, yo, what up? And he was acting funny and shit. I'm like, why you acting like that? You know what I'm saying? And we was, I was like, yo, come sit over here. He wouldn't come sit down and nothing. He wouldn't give a speech. And Rocky was like, yo, you got to go talk to him. So I was like, yo, what's up? How your family? And we ended up kind of arguing and shit, and he ran out. He wouldn't take a picture with me and shit.
And you don't really know what he's so pissed off about?
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't know what they so mad about.
That's
All I did
crazy.
was make everybody rich.